Welcome to That's What She Said, where we'll spill the tea on women empowerment in the Great Lakes Bay region with your host, Christiana Malacara.
Hello and welcome to another episode of That's What She Said with me, Christiana Malacara. I'm that girl. I'm that girl that helps spill the tea each and every week at 1:30 on social media. Again, on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. on WSGW 100.5 or WSGW.com. And then Sunday evenings at 6 o'clock. Same station, same website. Check us out. If you are one of the people, one of the girlies who like to podcast and have that podcast format, we're everywhere. We're everywhere you can get a podcast. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, and then on YouTube. I love the YouTube, that addition, right? That caveat of watching and listening and just having it there in the background. It's one of my favorite ways to view and listen. But I want to say thank you to everyone who is tuning in. If it's your first time, welcome. In That's What She Said, we explore conversations between women across the Great Lakes Bay region here in Michigan, anyone from student to CEO, everyone in between, because every woman is important in their own way. And I also want to say thank you to our listeners, our reoccurring listeners who just come on back each and every week to pour into themselves. If it's a she, a he, a they, a them, we really appreciate you being here with us today. I want to also say thank you for those of you who have shared and left reviews on social media. This is amazing. This is amazing. The only way for me to best pour into That's What She Said is to know, if we're doing good and what we can do to keep growing and be better. So with all that being said, I want to take a moment here to read some notes. So those of you watching, I have scribbles. Yes, I have horrible handwriting, but I have some scribbles down, and they were just things that I pulled out of my log, my journal. I'm not really sure what to call it yet. It's just kind of a notepad that I throw in the passenger seat of my car when I have a thought at a red light. I just hurry up and jot it down. And I've been really good about being consistent in carrying this around. And what I came across from last week to this week is versions of yourself. And women especially, we have so many versions of us. It's because we are incredibly multifaceted. There's things that we do that sometimes we don't even realize we're the girl doing those things. We're just making it happen. And then it turns into a version. And I'm going to read what my notes were. I put version of you, all caps, YOU, new versions of you. How do they happen? Old versions of you. When do you need to move from an old version to a new version? What are those things in your life? And these is reflective points. What are those things in your life that you're like, hey, this is an old version. I need to migrate out. I need to shift. I need to move. I need to, all these things. Why is this old version not working? So to ask yourself that, but then also be okay with the point. And I wrote down here is shifting into a new version means that you're evolving, you're transforming, and change is tough. If anything, with That's What She Said, listeners, I know you've learned that change can be complicated, it can be hard, it can be layered, it can get messy. But with those transformations, be open to the idea that this new version of you is going to have a new look on relationships, new look on career, new look at yourself, new look at your family, because you're growing. So with that, again, just move through your week and navigate with the mindset of positivity and saying, is this version of me good? Do we need to tweak it? Do I need a new version of me? And be open to it. Just tune into yourself. So I have a wonderful guest with me today. She's a good friend that I've met in the past few years, and our paths have crossed several times. And she is a podcaster. I almost said fellow podcaster, but I don't know how I feel about that. But for me, we have with us today Courtney Garrett, who is just a bright, bright, shining star. Thank you for being here, Courtney.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I think
Mhm.
that you're a busy woman and that I truly appreciate you spending time with me today in this way.
Of course.
In this way. We usually see each other at like a golf outing or
Golf
something.
outing, any networking event. It's like we have always crossed paths some type of way.
Yes. And it's fun. It's fun. But now we're like, all right, let's get down to business.
I know, right?
So
Ooh.
this is kind of wild though, because you interviewed me fairly recently.
Sure did.
Ooh, okay.
That was fun.
We'll dive into that in a minute. But for those who do not know Courtney Garrett,
Okay.
how does the community know you?
Well, community knows me as Courtney Garrett. I am the Diversity and Business Development Director for CMURC. I am born and raised in Saginaw, so I'm not like a new face or anything like that. I'm born and raised here. I am a alumni of Arthur Hill Lumberjacks. Okay, Arthur Hill. Yes. Blue and gold all day for all of you black and gold folks out there. But yes, I am a graduate of Arthur Hill High School. I, like I said, born and raised here in Saginaw. I love my home, and I've spent lots of time in different states and cities, but home is where my heart is. So that's why I'm back here. Um, I work in the entrepreneurial realm, and I help entrepreneurs kind of move through their journey, and essentially that's why the community knows me, is because small businesses come straight to us to find out how they can make their business better. And usually the first name that comes to mind is either Courtney at CMURC or someone at the chamber. So it's usually, come see Court. Court knows what Court can strategize. Court can help you scale, those kind of things.
Small business.
Yes.
So have you always been interested in helping small businesses grow?
That is funny that you say that. I can't say yes, and I don't want to say no, because I started out in the hospitality industry, and in hospitality, you're either in operations or you're in sales. And with both of those, you are working for the overall bottom line for a company, essentially. So I have learned how to operate a business that didn't belong to me. And that's kind of how I got started with working in business to help that business grow. And I kind of use that to kind of help these small businesses. So no, not necessarily, but now that I'm in it, I absolutely love it.
Do you?
Just loving to see these businesses grow and scale, and the end result of them being a successful business.
So do you think that step one led to step two?
Absolutely. I do. I'm here for a reason. And I came back for a reason. And I dropped into CMURC for a reason. And I do believe that is right before the pandemic in 2020. I dropped in 2019. And right before the pandemic, there was a huge growth of small business. Everyone decided that they had a hustle. Now we know Saginaw natives have hustle. They've got grit and they've got hustle. So they took their hustle and they perfected that. And we did get an influx of small businesses around that pandemic area. So I feel like it was all meant to be. I learned what I learned in hospitality so I could be here for those small businesses when it came time.
So when we're looking at your position, what is some of the, on that list of duties, right?
Yeah.
We get a position. We're like, these are the things you need to accomplish within the day, within the quarter, within the year. And then there's always that list of, by the way, you have to do these things too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are some of the things that you thrive off of on that list of duties?
Honestly, it's just making it all come together. Like, yes, you have this list of things that you're like, Someone told me eat the frog, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Do what you don't like to do first.
Okay. Yeah.
Get it out of the way. But you also have those things that make you, that really thrive for you. And honestly, putting it all together makes the most sense to me. Yeah, there are things that you don't want to do, but there's also those things that make you happy. So putting it all together is to me is it makes it come all full circle. So I like doing all of it, regardless if it is a piece that I'm just not happy with or it's too much of a duty for me.
Mhm.
I like to do it all just because if I didn't have those things and I didn't have the things that I like, it wouldn't come full circle.
Oh, okay.
It has to come full circle.
So you said, get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
Eat the frog.
Eat the frog.
I've never heard that. I'm also, and my listeners know, like, I don't know these little sayings.
Listen.
Jonathan knows, he throws them at me and I'm like, what did you say? So eat the frog.
Eat the frog. And that's from my girl Elizabeth. She came into an interview and that was one thing she said. And I was like, I gotta hire her now. She told me it's all about eating the frog. Do what you don't like to do first. Get it out of the way. And then life becomes just a lot easier.
Has that helped you?
What? Yes. Helped, made things work in the way that they need to be.
How so?
Just sometimes, again, if you don't want to do something, the last thing that's when procrastination happens. Procrastination happens when you have something on your plate that is just like, I don't want to do that. So the first thing you do is you do that thing.
Ooh.
You do that thing. Because when you do that thing, everything else falls into place and it's so much easier. And you feel like a weight has been lifted. If you don't get that weight off, then you're just kind of stuck.
So there's this theory I was listening to fairly recently about when you're approached with the task you don't want to do, which is ironic because here we are talking about eating a frog. And
eat the frog.
And the thing was that one thing that you're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Or this isn't a dopamine fix for me, right? It's not exciting. I don't want to do it because of whatever.
Yeah.
That the more you push it off, the bigger it becomes.
Yes.
The more
absolutely.
space it takes up in your head.
Absolutely.
And it could be the simplest thing is moving the dishes out of the dishwasher.
Man. Or just,
did I say something personal?
What? just folding the clothes that are piling up.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that so much. Sometimes the clothes, I was just like looking at the clothes like, oh, they're going to keep piling up. They're going to keep piling up.
They're going to keep looking at you.
At some point, they're going to keep looking at you and they're going to hit the ceiling. Just fold the 3 items that are there so they don't continue to pile. Just do it. Eat the frog.
So I'll say it this way. What frogs in your life have been like the largest where you're like, I need to do this thing to move forward?
I'll tell you something real personal and near dear to me. It's signing back up for college. Girl, that's why these tissues is here. Woo! Signing back up for college and saying, just do it. Girl, shut up. I keep hearing you say you're going to do it. Just do it. Yeah. I did it. It's happening. A lot of people don't know that. Probably most people don't know that.
You're going back to school.
I'm going back to school. I'm going to go finally get that degree. I've done so much in my work career and all these different things. But the one thing I never had was that bachelor's degree that I felt like I needed.
Why do you feel like you need it?
I feel like it would make me whole. I think that's the piece that's missing from me for Courtney, not mom, not the co-worker, not the friend. For me, would make me whole. So I'm doing it. I'm doing it now.
How long did it take you to tell you that? Because we have ourselves, then we have this subconscious that we're constantly battling with. And it sounds like you had that internal conversation.
Oh, I've had that internal conversation for years.
Really?
Years.
What stopped you?
It's not time. Let's get these kids through school first. Let's work on these kids. Let's get these kids together. I'll make sure they're good. Let's get them done. Let's get them graduated. Then you can work on yourself. I'm not whole. So it's not benefiting anybody. So go make yourself whole while working on this. Eat the frog so you can make things easier for you.
That's a big step.
Girl,
I'm proud of you.
thank you.
That's a big step.
Ooh, it's too early to be feeling like this.
Well, going to school is a big step, but I'm referring to the step of 1, identifying I'm incomplete,
Mm-hmm.
but then 2, saying, okay, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that thing is, let's go do it. So in that context,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you right now, you're not the only woman thinking this.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the only person thinking this. So what are 2 pieces of advice that you would give to a listener that is going through something where it's like, you're right, I'm not whole. I do need to do the thing. What would you tell them?
Allow yourself grace, because we don't give ourselves grace enough. We keep telling ourselves that you got to do it. You're going to get it. You can't believe you did that. Like you failed. You did this. Give yourself some grace, girl. It's going to be okay. And then stop talking and just do it. Allow yourself grace and then just stop talking and then just do it. I do a lot of things in silence just because everybody don't have to know everything. And I mean, like, when I say everybody, I mean like general public. I don't mean like your significant other. I mean like general public. Everybody doesn't have to know everything. Sometimes doing things in silence help you get over the hurdles faster and they make them easier.
Why do you say that?
Just because the noise will distract you. And if there's noise, then you doubt. And then there's self-doubt. And then you can't move forward. Allow yourself grace. Stop talking and just do it. It's the power of just doing it.
So I'm hearing this point of allowing yourself to be vulnerable with yourself.
Absolutely.
So and I'm trying to think of these steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's essentially pausing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have this busy, right? You
Yes.
just said it. These kids, oh my gosh, I have to do this and do that and do this. And being a mom is an entire full-time job within itself.
Oh, absolutely.
And so then pause, look internally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm okay doing this thing for me right now. And you said it. So that way I can serve them better. I need to be whole.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that next step is don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Just do it.
Do you think as women, we overthink things more often? And when in our life do we overthink things too much?
We overthink things because we're always trying to make sure that we're not overstepping our boundaries. We're trying to stay in our femininity. So it's like, hey, is this outfit okay? Okay, it's cute, but am I too provocative? Like, it's like, I need to be a woman, but like, am I doing too much? It's like, we're always overthinking things because we always feel like we're being judged. And society does judge us because we have to stay in this little realm, like, gotta be a girl's girl. But then at the same time, it's like, but 25 women are like clawing at me right now. It's like, we always feel like we have to overthink things because we have to stay in this square, in this box. Yeah. Just be you.
I can see that. And when I think of Courtney Garrett, I think of girl boss. It's like right there. You know, not only are you helping entrepreneurs step into their dream and find their path, which is a task within itself.
Yeah.
There's this part of you that's just, and this is exactly why now it makes sense. Courtney Garrett just gets it done. Right.
Yeah.
So with this mentality of like, just do the thing. Right. Was there ever a time where you felt, how can I phrase this? Like you said, I want to go back to school. Was there ever a time that you felt lesser?
Yes, absolutely. I feel like I had to do more just to get to where I am now because I didn't have that. And sometimes they didn't even judge me on it. They didn't even know. But me, I knew.
You were judging you.
So I judged myself. and I put myself down and I put myself in this little hole in this box.
I would have never thought. So how is it that you're perceiving this, confidence and, pushing entrepreneurs towards their dream, and that behind the scenes you're over here thinking, oh no, I'm still on whole?
I allowed myself grace. Girls, stop. It's okay. People don't even know some of that stuff about you. Like, they don't even know this. You are internalizing things that no one else is even thinking about. So just stop. Give yourself some grace and just do what you feel you need to do to make yourself whole.
That's heavy advice. Because that can be moved in any direction, right? Do what you need to do for yourself. Do what you need to do to get through this day.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just a day.
Write it down.
Write it down. Ooh.
Write it down. I keep a journal with me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the power of just doing it. And in this journal, I kind of talk about like why I totally have today. And I write down, why do I totally have today? Or why I feel like I don't have it. And then I kind of scale myself on my level of confidence of actually making it happen.
Your level of confidence making it happen today.
One
day at a time.
One day at a time.
I really like this idea. So when we're going to take a quick break. We have Courtney Garrett with us, and she's talking about the long game, but also day by day. And then we're going to kind of dive a little deeper into the different versions of Courtney Garrett. So thank you for tuning in to That's What She Said, and we will see you in a short break.
That's What She Said with Christiana Malacara is back. Now let's spill the tea.
Hi, and welcome back to the second half of That's What She Said. I have Courtney Garrett with me, and she was just talking about two steps to move forward. And these 2 steps are something that she has done fairly recently in a big decision that she's made. And one is to give yourself grace, to take that pause and give yourself grace in whatever you're doing. And then to just do it, to jump in 2 feet, just dive forward, and everything else, the behind the scenes, all the things will work out because you're moving with confidence. And honestly, I was just telling a friend about confidence, and the fact of confidence is a mindset that I don't think everyone. I mean, and leave in the comments. I don't think everyone's born with confidence. Some people say, oh, you're just, you're so witty, you're so confident. I think that confidence is something that you kind of have to grow into. You have to be around confident people to grow confidence. You have to, believe in yourself. You have to have that faith to navigate through life, saying, I can lean on this when I need to. So, there's my little caveat there. But so we have Courtney Garrett with us. Thank you, Courtney, for being here.
Of course. Thank you so much.
I appreciate your words of wisdom in the first half. That was heavy. That was heavy.
It was.
And now we're gonna talk a little bit about your journal.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about your journal.
Yeah.
I'm new to the journal world. So I have a lot of women sitting across from me every week, right? I think we're oh my gosh, I don't even know how many hours we've invested so far, but a lot of women say they to help clear their mind, they go hiking or running or garden and then journal. And so I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to go hiking. And I really don't have time or patience for a garden. So I picked up a journal. And you have one with you today.
I do. I love it. People that know me know I write everything down. I'm just that person. Like, I've been taught. Listen, I had a boss a few years back. When I worked for a hotel. He always told me if it is not written down, it doesn't exist. it's not on paper, it does not exist. And I kept that with me because if it's not in writing, it seriously does not exist. Like you saying things, great. Having verbal agreements, awesome. If it's not in black and white, it ain't holding
it's
up
not
nowhere.
real. It's not real. My mind instantly went to, oh yeah, I saw them, but did you take a selfie?
Right. You gotta have proof of something, right?
Yeah.
Write it down.
Write it down.
Because
So
when you write it down, it's real.
what are some things that you're writing down?
Girl, I write down everything.
What'd you write down today?
Today, I wrote down that I'm a nurturer. I don't know where it came from, but I wrote down, you're a nurturer. I am a nurturer. That's what I feel whenever I'm talking to people, whenever I chat with my kids or hug on my kids or talk with my mom. I just feel like I'm a nurturer. And with that, I talk through things with people. Typically people come to me with all these different things and I'm just like, okay, well, let's talk it out. Let's figure it out.
So we're saying things, but it's really problems. You really want to say problems.
I don't like to say problems
Okay.
because everything is not necessarily a problem. It could be an obstacle, a barrier. It's not necessarily a problem because problems, it just gives that negative notion. It's a problem. No, it's like a hurdle or a barrier. There's always, you can get over those. We can find ways to get over things. Everything ain't always a problem. It's just how you go about it. How do you navigate it? Well, I'm solution-based. I am a straight up solution-based person. I don't like to sit in my stuff. I use a different word typically, but I don't like to sit in my stuff. And if there's something wrong, okay, something's wrong. I'm all right. How are we going to fix it? What is the next step? What's the solution? So I don't want to hear about what's wrong and I don't want to hear all that. What is the solution? How are we going to fix it? Let's fix it.
Were you always a fixer?
Oh, I think so. I can say that. Mm-hmm.
Being a fixer.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of responsibility.
It is. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't need all this. But it kind of soothes me a little bit because I don't like to see everybody around me upset or unhappy and feel like they have all these different burdens. And it's all about figuring it out.
So there's a fine line between a fixer and a people pleaser.
I am no longer a people pleaser.
Why do you say it like that?
I used to be a people pleaser. Like I got it. I learned the power of saying no. And that's when I stopped being a people pleaser because I understood that.
Let's unpack that. We have every single listener saying, how did she learn that? And how can she teach me?
Ooh.
So, I mean, producer Jonathan Dent knows for 100%. Christiana will say yes before she says no. Every time. I don't want to put labels. I don't like labels on things, but how do you untangle the people-pleasing personality?
Again, it's learning about what works for you and your cup. You can't fill into no one's cup if your cup is empty as heck. Okay? You can't do that. You can't fill and pour into people. You can't be a people pleaser if you don't have anything. Like you just can't do that. And I learned that me being a people pleaser was just always, yes, I got it. I got you. Where you at? Well, I'm there and I will be there for you. But I can't be you for you.
I have you, but I can't be you for you.
I can't be you for you. Like I can't walk and be you. So you've got to do something for you to move forward.
Okay. I'm thinking that through.
You're going to want it more than I want it for you. You've got to want it more for yourself than I want it for you.
So when that happens, when someone's asking you to help them and do the thing or whatever it might be, before saying yes, you're saying, does this person want this?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they just handing this off to me?
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes people just hand things off to you.
I like that.
People
I
just
like
hand
that
things
idea.
off to you and say, "Oh, now it's your problem." No, actually, it's yours.
Still yours. I'm just your cheerleader right now.
Yeah. Or we're gonna figure out a solution. Work together on the solution. Now you got to go do the thing.
Together, equal parts.
Mhm. But now you have to go do the thing.
Mm.
I can't do the thing for you. I can give you the tools and the guide and the steps and the resources, but it's up to you to go do the thing.
So, are you speaking as if you're talking to one of the entrepreneurs that you're?
That's anyone. Entrepreneur, friend, all of it. I feel like one individual always told me, my girl Sparkalina, she always said, one thing Courtney always told me was, I ask her a question and she'll tell me, go do the research and then come back and let me know what you found. I can't do it for you.
Mm-hmm. It goes back to that theory of you got to want it.
Yeah, you
right?
gotta want it.
You got to want it, because if you're not going to, it's not going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to shift a little here. Courtney, you're a mother.
Yes, girl.
Tell us about your children.
I have 4 lovely children. I have a 17-year-old son. I have a 15, well, soon to be 15, but I believe he's 15 already. 15-year-old son. And I have a set of twins, and they are 7, boy and girl. So 3 boys, 1 girl. I have been a boy mom for a very long time until, the Lord blessed me with a little girl, a little mini me, someone who looks just like me.
Good luck.
Yeah. They are absolutely amazing. I really would not. I don't know what I would do without my babies. Honestly, they do definitely keep me motivated.
Your oldest is 17.
Yes, my oldest is girl.
In a couple words, what is that relationship with your 17-year-old?
Actually, it's so interesting because when he was a baby, he was such a mommy boy, like 2-3 years old. Then he kind of grew into his, I'm a boy phase. And now I feel like it's so funny. He comes and visits me all the time at work. And I'm like, son, what you need? Well, I'm just here. Just here. Okay. Love that. Because now we're able to really, like, I thought he was just, there was a time, of course, when in that teenage years where boys kind of like, I don't want nothing to do with the mom.
Okay. I'm not there yet. So, okay. Warn me.
They definitely don't want anything to do with you. And then at 17 now, I've learned so much more about my son at this age, which is absolutely crazy. And we've got this bond, which I love. And he's telling me more things. He's actually talking more. Because for a while, I was like, this child does not talk. He just talked to his friends. He don't talk to me.
So this is a new version. Kind of
it's like a new version, what you were saying.
What I was talking about in the beginning.
Absolutely.
We're talking about new versions of you.
Yeah.
So how has his new version of him changed your new version of motherhood?
Ooh. It made me realize that I am a mother of a 17-year-old soon-to-be adult.
Yeah, that's an adult. That's a whole adult there.
What? And I keep telling myself, Courtney, what you gonna do? Because in your head, you still feel like you about 25.
I'm sorry. I mean, okay. I keep telling people I'm 30. I'm not 30. So yeah, we got to up these numbers eventually.
Get these numbers together, because sometimes I'm like, I am now the adult, and then sometimes I'm like, am I really? Like,
you're the adult.
I am the adult, and I do have to, I lean on that now. I'm like, okay, I'm the adult, but sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I am the adult. It's like a double-edged sword there, and it changed me because I'm now into a new version of me by just all the different things that I talked about earlier. I now have to make sure that I'm good, to make sure he's good, or the kids are good, period. Just because he's now getting into adulthood. And the one thing I always tell him, baby, you're getting to an age where I can no longer save you from you. You can't call your mama now when something is just a little bit wrong, because you're getting to that adulthood. So make good choices, because I can't really save you from you.
So you have an age gap here.
Yep.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about this before
Mm-hmm.
at a different time. And you told me, I wish there was a club for moms that have an age gap between their children.
Yep. I needed a mom club for moms of teenagers and toddlers.
And I mean, honestly, since we've spoke about it, I've kind of mentioned this to a few people and they're like, same boat. I'm here. Let's talk about the technology.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about social media.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not sleeping anymore again.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So aside from those things, having and being a mom of, essentially 2 sets of children here,
Mm-hmm.
what are some things that you felt that were like, you're like, I have to overcome this. I've learned this from set A and now we're here in set B.
Mm-hmm. It's just learning that times are so different. Times are so different. And you worry about your children in different ways. Teenagers, I worry about them being out and in the general public. The twins, I worry about running in the street, jumping in a pool. You know what I mean? Like, you worry about 2 different things, and you just have to understand, like, it's all right. We'll figure it out. Read a book. I do all the things because I don't know everything. I know I've raised some teenagers, but coming with 2 different children right now, the 7-year-olds, first of all, they're boy and girl. I know how to raise a boy. I know I'm a girl, but raising one is 2 different things.
Oh my goodness, it is. It is. I have a boy and girl. It is 2 different. There's 2 different manuals here.
It's 2 different.
And the girl one, it's in a language I don't know how to read.
Listen, tell me about it. They're like, oh, you're a woman, but I still don't know. I knew what I needed to do as a person.
So, okay, what things have you learned that you're now taking into raising your 7-year-olds?
Ooh, that girls are harder to raise than boys.
That was a big sigh.
They listen better than boys, but boys they're just so much easier.
But from the mother's perspective, what is it that you're like, I remember doing this with my older kids and now I'm going to improve it for them?
Let's see. I would say just doing like activities and things. I remember being out at the park and having stuff to do with the older kids, and it's just not the same now. When you're at the park now, or when you are doing like activities with kids nowadays, you're worried about so many other things than them kids. Like, you got to worry about your surroundings and all types of stuff now. Like, it's just different. It's so different. Just
so you feel like
being
you're
in the
more
environment
on
is just
guard?
yeah, I'm a lot more on guard now with twins. Oh gosh, yes. Back then, you could let the kids go outside and have at it. They're outside. They're doing what the outside things do.
Yeah.
Now, don't leave my porch.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah. Because I'm thinking about to my childhood, we're drinking water out of the hose. And now over here, like, make sure we have our filtered water bottle with us.
Filtered water bottle, all of that, because it's so different. You didn't have to worry about a lot of those things 17, 20 years ago. You didn't. It's just different.
Okay. So now I'm going to reverse the answer, because I'm sure we have listeners out here who, have age gap kids and are that mother or father. What is something that you're like, this is better now?
That's a good question. This is better now. I would say, honestly, I would say access to resources. I would say that. And because I don't want to say that there wasn't any resources then, but a lot of times you did, like when I was younger, and I would say this is because of being 20 versus being 30. I would say I didn't know about a lot of stuff, so I just said yes to whatever they gave me. And now you need to make sure that you are putting yourself in a better position than putting yourself in a worse position. So just the access to the resources and knowing the information, I feel like that's the difference. Back then, I was just like, okay, yeah, no problem. Whatever you say, I'll do it, because that's what you tell me.
Sign
I have to
here.
do. Sign. Yeah, no, yeah.
The first thing that comes to mind, and this might be controversial to say, but like vaccinations, that comes to mind.
Older kids, whatever they told me, I did it. These twins.
Now you're researching it.
I researched everything.
Yeah.
I researched everything.
You're doing your homework.
I do all my homework now. All the time. All the time.
So, okay. You're doing your homework. You're doing the research. You are the mom who's digging into this,
for sure.
before we have the conversation. Right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So you're doing the thing, which is nice. You're doing the thing that you're telling people to do to help themselves. Because there's plenty of times, especially women, I believe that we do this where like we say one thing and then we do something else.
Yep.
You know,
that's true.
Oh, go ahead, go rest. You need rest. You know?
Yeah, and
then you don't do it.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Or prioritize yourself and things will come and then you don't do it. You're doing this. You're doing the research and telling people to do the research. But when you tell them, what does that look like for you? Like, what time are you carving out to just answer the question, Courtney?
It's so funny that you say that because I kind of was thinking about this not too long ago, but like self-care. Everybody was talking about self-care. Let's self-care. Self-care is not always the bubble bath and the nail technicians and the, the hair done and doing all that. That's not always about self-care. That's literally self-care is about recharging. Recharge you. Get yourself some energy. Take a nap. Read a book. Do some research on something. That to me is self-care for people or women, I should say, just because we always, like I said, pour into others while our cups are a little bit empty, half full, but recharging and learning something new and reading a book and changing your mind state, seeing a therapist, to me, that is like self-care to me.
So we're not practicing self-care. We're practicing a recharge.
So
getting your hair done, getting your nails done, doing this massage, those things are self-maintenance.
Which we need, which we do. And you don't feel bad about it. Don't feel like it's selfish. Because at the end of the day, you need those things to make yourself whole.
So recharging is reset a good word?
It's like charging up a battery. Get dead. You got to plug it in, let it charge back up. Because you do drain out, burn out at some point. And when you recognize it, recharge.
How do you recognize it?
You'll know. You will know when you are at your wits' end. Because then everything stops. Everything stops. Nothing matters. You know that burnout is happening. Like, oh God, I can't take on nothing else. And when you tell yourself that, you're at that stage.
That's that pause and check in again that we're talking about that you had said in the first segment.
Yeah.
Pause, check in. So here in the last minute,
yes,
it flies by this quickly.
Oh my God.
I'm going to ask you our signature question.
Oh wow.
What is a piece of advice that you would give to a woman in the Great Lakes Bay region?
Do it and do it scared. Someone else told me that, and I always like to say that because if you do it scared, then you don't have pretty much nothing to lose at this point. You've done it.
Do it and do it scared.
Do it
because you have nothing else to lose. That's a wonderful piece of advice.
Someone gave it to me, so I'm gonna give it to everybody else.
There you go, Courtney, creating that ripple effect.
Come on now.
So do it and do it scared. So that is words from Courtney Garrett, because that's what she said. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.